Hey guys, I'm Mike Tushir. I'm back with another training session video. Decided I'm going to answer some questions during this video. This was a video taken from my main squat session, squat and bench session last week. It's a high volume session, also pretty high intensity. You can see that we're starting out with squat singles. This will be the heaviest single here. This is 705, but anyway, yeah, I wanted to get to some questions this week. The first question, we'll start out with the easy one. The first question was, did I move? And yes, I did. Um, my wife and I recently moved to Italy, and we're going to be here for the next couple of years. And so fortunately, I was able to move all my stuff with me. You can see it's still the same equipment, just in a different place. Now it's in my basement instead of in the garage, which suits me just fine. Still got a good place to train, and I'm pretty happy with that. Um, a couple words about this performance. I'm still getting a lot of momentum back. You can remember from my last video, I was talking about kind of rebuilding a little bit from where I was before, and we're still doing some of that. So this is the squat back off work, the volume work after the heavier singles. And speaking of squats, one of the questions I got was about frequency. Um, how many rest days do you need between squat sessions? What my template is like. I got a few questions like that. So first I'll tell you what my template's like, and then we'll kind of go from there. My template right now, for the squat, I squat on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And that's just kind of how it works out. I have to get some deadlifting in there too. I end up deadlifting on Tuesday and Friday. And that's just kind of the pattern that I'm going with right now. The reason for that, you don't need a set number of rest days between any session. Like imagine if you went and just did some squats with the bar, chances are that's not going to be very hard for you. You're going to be able to go back the next day and repeat the same workload. So frequency is really dependent on how much volume you're doing. And on the opposite end of that spectrum, you could go in and just do a tremendous amount of work and not be recovered for a really long time. So the idea is that you want to match the level of work that you're doing with the amount of frequency. Now, with that said, I think all things being equal, a higher frequency is going to be better for you. You want to have a good amount of volume, and you want to increase your frequency over time. In my experience, pretty much anybody can get through 2 times a week frequency for all the lifts. That's going to be your standard upper lower split. So, for example, if on Monday you trained bench, Tuesday you did squat deadlift, Thursday you trained bench, and Friday you did squat deadlift, I think pretty much anybody can handle that, provided your workloads aren't just insane. I like to push people beyond that a little bit. I like to develop into more than that. So I like to develop everybody to the point where they can bench 4 times a week. And that's not all. Like you see me benching in this session. This session's a very heavy session with heavy singles and then back off volume. Not all of my sessions are like that, and not all of your sessions should be like that either. So we're talking about different exercises, different set rep protocols, and things like that, but it's still training the skill of bench pressing. I like to get people to where they can bench 4 times a week, and then squat 2 to 3 times a week, and then deadlift 1 to 2 times a week, preferably 2. Myself, I've got to where I can squat 3 times a week and deadlift 3 times a week, and we'll see at some point I'm going to have to do more than that. That's really a big takeaway. The more you the the better you get, the more you have to do to get better, and the bigger commitment you have to make to strength, and that's just kind of the pattern that you go through. So I guess that's pretty much it for the frequency discussion. You can see here I'm kind of winding down the workout with some pin presses, and those were going okay, but this is kind of the end of a long session as well. So um, as this workout starts to wind down, if you guys have any other questions that you'd like me to address, just post them up in the comments section. I really can't answer that many comments, but I'll do my best to talk about them in a future video. If you have a serious question that you would like to get an answer to directly and preferably sooner, I suggest you go to the website. It's reactivetrainingsystems.com. There's a free forum. All you got to do is sign up, and I'll get your questions answered. Thanks for watching.